This truck, I call the Maroon Bomber. 'Cause it's maroon. I don't know why the bomber part.
This truck has been here before I was born, like when my mom and dad were getting together.
A lot of the paint is missing because of rust, and it has mini dents, so you're not scared to hurt it when you're driving.
It's like our truck when we're doing something messy or something, we'll always take this one. So that's like kind of our off-road truck.
I like the smell of it. It smells like an old car. It's a sturdy truck, and it's been beat up, so nobody really cares about it, but it still works. So it's like the best for farm work.
I don't want to ever get rid of it because it's good to look at, and every piece of it you can point out and there's a story about it. And it's part of a family because it's been around longer than all of us, and it tells pieces about our dad that we weren't around to know about.
But he hit the cow in Baja with the truck. It like skimmed and then broke this, so then he had to take it off because it just wasn't closing.
Over here is from when the box truck backed up and dented the door. And yeah.
It also flattened most of the tires.
Yeah.
That's how hard it hit. Why is the paint peeling off right here, but like not over there?
Because it's just old.
Because they went through the salt lake and then it splashed on top of the hood, and then it causes the paint and rust to go where the salt hit.
Doesn't it look like they're about to race, and it looks like from a Mad Max movie?
Yeah. Also, what's that in the background?
I think a lot of these are in Colorado.
Yeah,
This is the Mojave Desert, right?
I think so.
In
This
this
is Death Valley.
in this picture were they stuck in mud?
Maybe.
Maybe quicksand.
I think there's a lot of reasons I love this truck. I have always wanted it since I was a little kid. Watching my dad drive in it and us going to the desert in it, just me, my dad, and my brother, all three of us just in these seats, even though it smelled bad. But I just always envisioned me like going to school in it and having this old truck that no one else had, and it just beat up. So it was really a letdown when I always knew there was a chance that I couldn't drive, but I guess it never really dawned on me until I actually went to the doctor's appointment and they were like, yeah, if you were a little bit better, you could drive. And I'm thinking maybe they think that makes you feel better. It really doesn't. You're that close and you still can't do it. I have ocular albinism. That's also why I'm so white, but yeah, and I also have a nystagmus, so my eyes shake. And it's just not a good combination for driving. I guess I'll just have a different experience than everyone else in life, not being able to drive. So, yeah.
I think, we were kind of bored, so we just bought the truck nuts just to add something to our lives. Well, I don't like the truck nuts. No, I don't like them. The truck nuts are okay. It was a big idea to get them. I like the feeling of the people driving behind you or to the side of you, just looking at those truck nuts going, they have truck nuts. because they're skin colored and they have sag lines, and they just ruin the truck. I like the truck better without the truck nuts. It's bad personality. I would take off the truck nuts. I'd throw them into the forest, or I'd just burn them. I hate the truck nuts.
Monty's in middle school, and I think he's uncomfortable with everything that has to do with, like, body parts and everything at this time.
I do not agree with Lucy's reasoning why I don't like truck nuts. I don't like them because they remind me of like a real pair of nuts. Like, imagine a real pair of nuts hanging from your car. You'd be like, ew. And like, imagine touching the truck nuts and imagining they're real nuts. You'd be like, ugh. Why do you think someone made these?
I think the truck nuts were made in the 80s because 80s was crazier than right now, because like then kids were like smoking cigarettes and stuff. So I think truck nuts were made then because it's like crazy, and I think everybody thought like jokes were everything, and you know, because lots of parents were like not that good of parents because they didn't supervise their kids.
I think in the beginning, truck nuts were invented as a joke. Like, some guys got together and they're like, yeah, that would be funny. We had some nuts on the back of our trucks. And then, as it went on, people have taken it and made it more serious. And now they put their truck nuts on their trucks to show how manly they are.
I'm so manly. I have nuts, so I'm gonna add another pair, so I have double the nuts.
I don't think they're successful in being manly in that men have balls and now their trucks have balls, but I think that's where it ends.
I think they were invented for humor, like for people to laugh and just make another thing in the world funny. Because I think funniness is good for the world.
I'd probably, that's hard, probably keep them, just 'cause.
Like, if there was a demolition derby, I'd probably leave the truck nuts on. I'm always gonna hate the truck nuts.
I just think the whole reason these were made was to make people laugh.